Hi everyone, I am Alchemistic. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to go over a topic that I went over in the beginning of the shift on my channel. So if you guys aren't familiar, I used to do tarot readings. I used to do twin flame coaching, okay, which is just SPs. And I knew that when I was doing it. Basically, I would take people obsessed with tarot readings and obsessed with twin flames and pull them in and teach them manifestation. Okay. Some of those videos are still up. They're just unlisted and they're on a playlist. They are on my playlist. I don't hide anything. But when I shifted everything to just manifestation and cutting out the middle ground, if you will, I posted a video on matrix glitches and Mandela effects and how they prove that we shift realities of multiple realities and everything in between. So I'm going to go over that again because I feel like it's been quite a bit of time. So some of you have requested I do that video again. So I'm going to just go off on it. I'm not going to structure this. I am just going to talk. So before I get into that, if you would like to work with me personally, links to my services is in the description. So let's talk about it. Matrix glitches. So have you guys ever experienced a matrix glitch or a Mandela effect? And what I mean by like a matrix glitch is there's been people that have reported seeing a bird in the sky and then all of a sudden it stops. And it's not flapping its wings, but it's still in the sky. And it's not a hummingbird because, of course, you can't really see the hummingbird's wings, right? Because they're so fast. I'm talking about a regular bird like a blue jay or a pigeon, right? Or something like that. Just boop, in the sky, right? Something that is not normal, but all of a sudden it's in your reality. Have you ever experienced where you were in one place? So I'll use myself as an example. There was a time where I went to a coffee shop and I met up with a friend of mine. We hadn't caught up in some time, so we had some coffee together. We had a chat, and then she needed to go to work. So we were parting ways. There was this woman that was at the coffee shop, had such a unique outfit, and I loved her outfit. And so I complimented her on it. And she came in on a bicycle, not a motorbike, not a motorcycle, a bicycle. Okay. And she literally told me that she only lived a couple of blocks away. We had a little bit of chat, right? And after I left, right, after my friend left, I went to go run some errands. And I remember going to the post office, which was 2 miles away. Now, keep in mind, I'm driving a car, right? So I'm getting there in 10 minutes? And literally, as I walk into the post office, the woman that I just saw at the coffee shop is there. And she didn't even look my way. She acted as if I hadn't talked to her. The same woman, same unique outfit, everything. She even had a particular fragrance on that smelled unique. And I even complimented on that because I'm a fragrance person. So you see what I mean? Like it didn't make logical sense for her to be at this place when I saw her at the coffee shop and she did not leave when I did. She was still there. Her bike was still chained outside. So how do you explain that, right? And then let's talk about Mandela effects. Some of the common ones for people is Curious George having a tail, right? That's one. Berenstain Bears, right? For the older generations. I don't know some of the ones for the newer generations. Maybe you can comment those below for me. But you kind of get my point. So I want to talk about why these occurrences happen in the lens of manifestation. So if you guys are new to my channel, I talk about manifestation in the sense of shifting realities. All realities exist simultaneously. All versions of you exist simultaneously. This is what quantum leaping or quantum jumping is. It's literally shifting these parallel realities. And how you shift them is by being the person, the identity, the version of you that is experiencing that different reality. Like right now, no matter what age you are watching me, there is a version of reality where you are still 5 years old. There's a version of reality where you are 80 years old. There's a version of reality right now where you are as rich as Jeff Bezos. There is a version of reality right now where you are as famous as Kim Kardashian. There is a version of reality right now where you are who you are right now. There is a version of reality right now. You get my point. So many possibilities happening all at once. There's a version of reality where you're not the gender or the sex that you are right now. There is a female version of you if you're a male. There is a male version of you if you are female, right? I know people might call that the multiverse, like when we talk about Deadpool and Lady Deadpool. And I say that because I dress as Lady Deadpool and I've been doing it before it was popular to do it, okay? So many different variations, right? That is your reality trying to tell you what is the truth. This isn't just fantasy. You are shifting reality every second of the day based on your awareness, based on who you are being, who you say you are, and what you say your reality is in relation to you. Stay with me. So, because there's multiple versions of reality, no two are exactly the same. That's the butterfly effect, right? And I plan on doing a video on the butterfly effect, so stay tuned for that. But there is a version of reality that is just slightly different than this one, but has your desire. Let's say that you are making $3,000 a month right now, and your desire is to make $30,000 a month. That reality already exists. You are already making $30,000 a month right now. Once you shift to that reality where you are making $30,000 a month, things in your reality will change. Not just you, not just your bank account. You'll see Mandela effects. You might even see Mandela effects switch back. I've experienced that. You might see matrix glitches, like a bird all of a sudden just hovering in the air, right? Or like my experience, someone is in one place and all of a sudden you see the same exact person in a different place and it doesn't make logical sense for them to be there. I've heard of people seeing walls warp and vibrate. I've heard of things moving in their house, and some people might say, oh, that's ghosts, right? No, it's just you shifting realities. I've literally had it where I lost a necklace that was very important to me. It was given to me by my late grandmother, and she had been gone for quite some time. She was born in the early 1900s. We're talking about the 19-teens. And so this necklace was very important because it came from her. And I didn't see it for years. In that amount of time, I moved 3 different times, even to different states. So I had already moved twice within one state. And then I moved a 3rd time into the state that I'm in right now. And I didn't even have the furniture that I have right now when I last saw the necklace. I assumed when the necklace was missing that it was an ex of mine that stole it because he had stolen some other things of mine. There is a reason why he is an ex, right? And that relationship was long gone, long over, right? I moved into the place that I'm in right now. I had been here for a year. Movers had moved my sofas. What? 3 times. I did not have these sofas when I last saw the necklace in my jewelry box. I had a different sofa. I got rid of that sofa. I bought the new one in the place that I was still living in when the necklace went missing. The movers moved my furniture, and the sofa that I have comes apart in sections, and then they put it back together. They took that sofa apart and put it back together 3 times. Yeah, 3. I had to think for a moment. 3 times. Took it apart, put it back together. Took it apart, put it back together, right? Because I always hire movers. That's the luxury that I do. I am not moving stuff anymore. And I had lived here for a year. A year. And I was cleaning. I was moving my sofas. I was, doing some spring cleaning, really deep cleaning things, vacuuming inside of the sofa, that sort of thing. And I had done that many times before. And all of a sudden, I moved the sofa a certain way, and I heard something like metal hit the ground. And I looked, and it was the necklace my grandmother gave me. It made no sense for me to see that necklace again. Now, only a week prior to that happening, I had the thought of that necklace. I hadn't thought about it in years. I had the thought of that necklace, and I remembered how it felt like, the weight of it on my neck. I remembered what it looked like. And that was it. And I said, oh, I wish I still had that. That was it. And I never thought in a million years that I would see it. Now, when it came out, I didn't get excited. And this is what I talked about in my last video about normalcy. So if you haven't seen that one, go watch that one about normalcy in your default setting. My normalcy was, of course, this happened. My reality changes all the time. My reality shifts all the time. That is my normal. That is my default setting. So when things like this happen, I don't even freak out. I laugh. I think it's funny. And this is what I mean by you shift realities. Now, when we want to talk about Mandela effects, I've had different ones happen and then switch back. One of the ones is with the movie with Forrest Gump, when he is sitting on the park bench with the woman and he says, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you're going to get. There was a time in my past, perceived past, right, where I watched that movie again with my son, and the line was changed. He said, life was like a box of chocolates. And I was like, wait a minute, what did he just say? And I had to rewind it multiple times, and it was. But now it's back to is. Life is like a box of chocolates. That's just one example. I have a lot that have shifted back, and everything in between. Okay. You guys tell me, what Mandela effects have you experienced? What matrix glitches have you experienced? And what do you believe? Do you believe that this is you shifting realities? Or do you believe in something different? I'd love to hear from you. But for me, it is literally proving manifestation. It is literally proving shifting realities. That's the same thing with things moving. It's not a ghost. I shifted realities. So now the coffee mug isn't over here. It's over there, right? I've had that happen before. I've had my vacuum cleaner change colors. I've had so many things change. But you guys tell me, what do you believe? Have you experienced any Mandela effects? And if so, which ones have you experienced? And did you just realize now why you experienced them? What was that experience? And did you have an experience like I did, where all of a sudden you found something you never thought that you'd see again. Cause that one still blows my mind. I think one of these days I'm going to put the necklace on and you guys will see it. But yeah, you guys tell me. I'd love to hear from you. That's it, guys. That's the video. Now, I am going to be recording the butterfly effect video, but I have decided that's going over on my member side of the channel. So if you want to check that out, you can check out my member side. Information is in the description box below, because that one's going to be a doozy. And so I want to make sure it's for my members and they have exclusive content over there. So if you want to check that out, join me. But if not, that's okay. I know no matter who is watching my videos, day or night, you're about to have the best day or night of your life. And I already know that's the case for you. Take care.